jog yesterday or last week, but the machine was like actually 100 pounds. Didn't the little spinning wheel come out when you press it?
Yeah. Yeah, like I could hit it, but like nothing would actually.
How'd Megan say she did it?
You look pretty on time.
No, yeah.
thinking about that. Like a fisherman. Yeah. I was thinking because there's a store name that sells those, which I think is kind of funny to have that too. Like get a fisherman bottle.
Yeah, like a heavy duty like PVC plastic.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They normally come in yellow, but you can get them in black. I like that idea too.
This is how it's. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Coming through. All right, good evening, lacrosse fans, and welcome back to some XLL action, Winter League style. We're coming into week 6 here, if I'm not mistaken, between the Red Skyhawks and the Golden Eagles. The battle of both 3-2 teams. Red Skyhawks coming off a loss last week, 12-11, a shootout loss. Possibly the first ever shootout game that I've ever seen in lacrosse. Going up against, like I said, the Golden Eagles, who won last week, 15-14. A nail-biter against the struggling so far Grey Wolves, but we'll see if they can bounce back tonight. But that's coming later tonight. For now, we got red versus gold, XLL Winter League action. And I got to say, as the face-off starts here between Gordy Bowden and John Bailey going up against him, or not Gordy Bowden, rather, that's Gordy Phillips. The Golden Eagles came out in their warm-up, at least, and they were firing. They were out here early. Gordy Bowden is the starting goalie for them. He looked to get off to a hot start. Was hardly letting anything in the warm-up there. So I'm expecting a big game here from Bowden. At the other end, we got Giulio Del Bianco. No Nate Facine for the Red Skyhawks, so Del Bianco is going to be playing the entire game. First time that's happened for the Skyhawks so far this season, so we'll see how he handles the increased workload as the Golden Eagles go to work here for their first possession on offense. And it looks like they lose the ball, but they come up with it again. Good battle here with Nash Moog for the Skyhawks. Golden Eagles keep after it, though. With 7 seconds, they get a shot off. That one goes wide. Gets past Steve McKinley. They're looking for a shot and a rebound. Del Bianco handles that one well, and the Red Skyhawks are going to get free and clear here at center. Starting with Austin Nix as their offense goes to work here. High screen coming around, swing pass over to Muramatsu. Gets it low. Back up top to Shea. Swing pass down low. Lefty's going to work here. Looking for a shot. From the outside, there's a save. First one of the night for Bowden. Stretch pass here. We got a penalty on the play, though. Slash coming at the bench, it looks like. Things chippy early. Nick Scott looking for the breakaway feed. Ref says no dice, though. And the Red Skyhawks will get their first power play of the game. As Jumbo Jake Elliott just joins me in the broadcast booth here. Good evening, Jake. Red Skyhawks going to work here on the power play. Connor Watson up top. 20 seconds to go here on the shot clock. First possession of the power play. Gets the ball down to Shea, and there's a save by Bowden. Hangs on for the rebound and the whistle. Golden Eagles really using their full amount of time there, and ultimately they don't get over. Free clear here for the Red Skyhawks. Their power play goes back to work, starting up top with Connor Watson once again. Fakes the drop pass to McDowell. Waiting to get the right guys onto the floor here. Watson back down to McDowell, taking the shot. Tried to go short side. Bowden had an easy time with that one. Reset on the shot clock. Watson with the ball. Gets it over to the right. He's back over to McDowell. Takes another shot, and there's another glove save by Bowden. Brian Jones comes up with the rebound. Good look so far for the Skyhawks on the power play. As James Ray starts with the ball here. Golden Eagles getting a short-handed offensive possession. And the first goal goes to James Ray. 5-hole on Del Bianco. Short-handed, that's a big start for the Golden Eagles. Like we said, they came out firing there in their warm-up. They looked good, looking like a well-oiled machine, and James Ray starts things off early for him.
How's it going, Tino?
Good, Jake. How are you doing?
I can't hear myself in my own ear quite yet, but maybe we can rectify that.
Yeah, work in progress here on the.
Turn my own ear up maybe a little bit. Try bumping my gain up just a touch, bud. There you go. That's the one I'm looking for. Beautiful. How's it going, Tim?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. You're doing play-by-play here.
Oh, gotcha. You're the colorblind
I
tonight.
am, yeah.
As the Golden Eagles go to work back here, their penalty is over rather, so we're back to 5-on-5. Del Bianco getting this touch. No Nate Facine in net, like I mentioned earlier. No Nate Facine tonight, so Del Bianco getting the entire workload for the night. First time that's happened for the Skyhawks all season.
Yeah, they'll miss Nate Facine in goal, who's been one of the sharper goaltenders in the XLL so far since we fired up back in the summer.
Yeah, going up against a high-flying offense here as Connor Watson goes back to work here for the Skyhawks.
And he's got to be a little bit weathered after coming off a trip across the country to the Maritimes in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and now back in the XLL after a tryout with the Halifax Thunderbirds.
That's right, and you're going to notice here, viewers, that there's going to be a decrease in some NLL players as training camps did start this past weekend. We're getting another penalty coming up to the Golden Eagles.
I will touch on that on the whistle here, Tina.
For sure, as I'm sure people would hope that you would. Gordy Phillips with the ball now, looking for a man inside. That's Ryan Jones, I believe. Oh, no, rather that's Cody Adamson.
Cody likes those around the world, backhand shots, the no-lookers, that sort of thing. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I feel like just go with the simple shot, you know, and I think people are kind of looking for that out of Cody. He's got that ability to do that sort of thing, but I think they want to see the smart play out of Cody Adamson. And when I say they, I'm talking about coaches and general managers at the next level, and I know that's where Cody wants to get to. And I think sometimes that sort of thing holds him back. Is that a fair comment, Tina?
Yeah, I believe it. Sometimes simple is better. I do appreciate the twister in tight every now and then.
It looks pretty and all the rest of it. I just, you know, like the ball needs to end up in the back of the net. That's the main goal. The only goal.
Without a doubt. As the Golden Eagles are looking to clear, they are back shorthanded. The Red Skyhawks come back up with the ball, however. This is Andrew Gresham with the ball now on the power play.
Good to see Andrew Gresham playing lacrosse again. Coached him back in Junior A lacrosse in Langley.
Good Maple Ridge kid originally.
One of the first high draft picks coming out of that Burrard system. That, of course, no Junior A team chance here.
Going the other way. And there's Bowden with another big save. He's looked sharp early. I did mention before the game, the Golden Eagles looked hot in their warm-up, and Bowden is certainly no exception to that. He was looking sharp.
8-second count close here, and Bowden just has to throw it away. And I'll tell you what about Gordy Bowden. I don't think he gets the respect that he probably deserves, and kind of got stuck behind Del Bianco in his junior career. Never really got the playing time that he needed to develop the way he should have. And he's shown what he can do here in the XLL, and I think his stock just rises every time he plays. Yeah,
he's definitely having a big winter league, and right after a big spring and summer league as well. As the Golden Eagles continue to go to work offensively shorthanded. This is Brandon Fitzgerald with the ball right now, going up against Mitch McDowell.
And you can see Brandon's confidence has risen since joining the XLL here as well. This is not something you would have seen from Brandon Fitzgerald a year ago, ragging the ball offensively here while shorthanded.
Certainly looking for the double team there, it looked like. Seems like a guy that
was not afraid of the contact.
Yeah, I was just going to say, likes to engage in the contact to get himself engaged in the game. I like that.
What do they say, Tina? The thick boy? Is that
thick boy summer?
I don't know what they're saying.
Watson looking for a pass cross crease there. That one doesn't make its way quite on target. Ryan Jones with a shot. Big rebound. McDowell looking for that as the Golden Eagles penalty is over. Red Skyhawks now 0 for 2 on the power play. There's a chance. Inside looking for James Ray. Looking for a second of the game, and there's a big save by Del Bianco. Ray looking to go 5-hole for the second time this game.
Yeah, captain denied there. Nice little give back there from Chase Dunlop, however, who probably could have taken the shot, tried the extra play, and nothing wrong with trying to make the captain happy either.
Del Bianco certainly looks dialed in this one. McDowell with it now. Looking low to Dunlop. McDowell with it again. 8 seconds of the shot clock. Looking for a lane to get through. Trying to work the two-man game. And there's a big save by Gordy Bowden. Looking 5-hole with McDowell again.
And you just mentioned, look out here, Tino. Ball coming close to us. NLLers out of the XLL into training camps, and we'll need to replenish those bodies. And one of those guys that we have done that with is Nick Scott makes his return to the XLL after a tryout with Panther City. So he's let go. Where I'm going with that, Tino, is that, we're going to see guys start to get released from NLL teams in the coming weeks here, and those guys are going to be looking for a place to play, and XLL just might be their home. So Nick Scott, the first to come back, and we're on the recruiting trail here a little bit, and I think we're going to see other NLL teams come knocking on the XLL door saying we need a place for our cuts and our practice roster guys to continue to develop.
Yeah, and I think a lot of guys wanted to see what the spring and summer league looked like as we get a chance here for Chase Dunlop here for the Golden Eagles. He'll look to go to a corner. I
mean, 6 more weeks. What is it? 5 more weeks here as Franzen in with the ball here in the winter season. A little holiday break, if you will, but we're going to fire right back up come early January and take these guys right into the summer season.
Yeah, and I think now that people have seen from the outside looking in what this league can be in terms of development and the skill guys as the Golden Eagles get another chance. Or the Red Skyhawks, rather. Good defensive play there by the Golden Eagles. Now that people have seen the skill level that comes to this league, I think more people are going to want to come and give it a shot. James Ray with a shot. There's Del Bianco with another left leg save.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, you get guys like Robert Church and Connor Robinson and Dane Doby, for Pete's sake, coming and playing in your league, endorsing your league. That's only going to spread around the lacrosse community that things are going well here in the X, and it's a fun place to come and play and get better at lacrosse.
And people saw a shootout last week, too.
We did, yeah. We're making a little history on the West Coast. Apparently, my co-host partner, Jamie Dowick, on Lacrosse Classified team. Let's get that in there. Owner of the Toronto Rock and the Rock Elite League, of course. I mentioned that we went to a shootout in the XLL last week. He says, we've been doing that for like 8 years in the Rock Elite League. So I thought we made lacrosse history last week, but lacrosse history on the West Coast.
Of course. Good enough for us.
Yeah.
John Bailey with the ball, looking up top to Conor Clough.
Back in the lineup, was nursing a little injury there a week ago.
Lower body, if I heard correctly.
Yeah, we don't want to disclose too much.
Yeah, the former mentioned Nick Scott gets it up to James Ray, over to Steve McKinley. Swing pass back over to Ray. Ray looking for a second game. Try to go 5-hole again. That one goes off Del Bianco and out of play.
Well, it's a lot of fun. There's guys like Steve McKinley and Chase Dunlop who were part of my teams back in very early in my coaching career in the early 2000s. And then I got guys like Andrew Gresham and James Ray, who I coached a decade later in Langley. So it's fun to see these guys, develop and continue their lacrosse careers. And here they are just, full-grown men now, still balling.
Definitely. And balling in the XLL, where else? Love to see it. Steve McKinley with the ball now, looking low with the swing pass. Del Bianco with another 5-hole save.
I don't know what Ray's shooting percentage is right now, Tino. It is not good. What has he had? Like 5 shots since I showed up here and denied on every one of them.
Yeah, I think every one of them he's looked 5-hole as well. Maybe something on the scouting report, but Del Bianco's getting the better of him.
Don't kid yourself. I bet you Blair Bradley over there has a scouting report here on Del Bianco.
There's another save by Del Bianco in tight.
Tino, I'm going to correct you right now. Del Bianco.
Del Bianco.
Yes.
I stand corrected.
I don't think Julio or the other one.
There's another save by Del Bianco.
Christian, that would be. His name escaped me for a second. I don't think they really care, but if you listen to how they say their own last name, it's Del Bianco.
Gotcha. I'll put it down in the notes to the Del Biancos. It won't happen again.
Thank you.
McDowell looking for a lane in tight, trying to come around a screen. Gets a cross floor to the righties. This is Carter Maines with it. Rather,
that's Cody.
That's Cody Adamson. I'm looking at the wrong roster sheet.
Happens.
McDowell trying to go inside. Tries to go far side. That one might hit the post and goes out. Big Steven Neufeld now with it.
Be ready.
Dropped opportunity there for Dallas Roy.
I mean, you can I could tell that pass was coming from here. I don't know why Dallas wasn't expecting it.
Big Snoof does come up with the ball. 12 seconds to go here on the shot clock.
How about the mitts on Snoof?
I was gonna say, if my eyes don't deceive me, those are some new gloves. There's a backhanded attempt. runs through the crease, but Del Bianco did get the better of that one.
Well, Snoop, one of the best stick stringers here in the lower mainland. I don't know what it takes him to whip up a twig. Like, it's like probably 10, 15 minutes, something like that, ridiculous. A lot of guys go to Stephen Neufeld to string their sticks, and I would expect maybe a little exchange taking place there for some Haudenosaunee Iroquois Nationals gloves, it looks like, there for Stephen Neufeld.
Looking very clean. I think formerly he was using the one-time ever so wished upon the Mac Daddies, the Warrior Mac Daddies from back in the day. As the Golden Eagles get an opportunity. This is Chase Dunlop trying to go over the shoulder of Del Bianco.
Solid effort.
Believe that one goes high and wide, but regardless, Nash Moog comes up with the ball, gets it up to Connor Watson. They come over center. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock as they get the right guys on the floor. Muramatsu tries to get it over top to Shea. That one misses the target, though. Conor Clough going the other way. Trying to go one-on-one there.
Oh, you got to take that shot, Connor.
Decides against it. Might have double clutched there.
Yeah, he does not get a lot of opportunities offensively. You're talking final 15 seconds of the quarter here. Put it on goal, young man.
With 7 seconds to go, Eli Batt with it now. McKinley doing a great job of hounding him. Not really going to get much of an offensive opportunity here as the clock winds down 1-0. A low-scoring first quarter in this matchup between the Red Skyhawks and the Golden Eagles.
You never know what you're going to get in the X here. I mean, what did we see last week? 15, 14, couple of high-scoring affairs. 1-0 after the quarter here, but expect probably another 10 goals coming here in quarter number 2, Tina. We'll be, back in 2 minutes and 45 seconds here. You're controlling the audio levels there as well, Tino. Cut us off.
You better believe it. Back in 2:40 on bcsports.tv. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back, lacrosse fans, to Week 6 in the XLL. This 1-0 matchup so far between the Red Skyhawks and the Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles ahead 1-0. James Ray with the 1 goal so far, but otherwise a low-scoring first quarter. Tino Farah and Jake Elliott with you here. Jake, what are your thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, I arrived a little bit late. Commissioner was a little bit late tonight, Tina, so I apologize for that. But, I think goaltending was probably the story of that opening 15 minutes, was it not? We're 1-0 here. I don't know what else we can talk about, really. Both Del Bianco and Bowden, good couple of Coquitlam boys, putting on a show here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, no kidding. And we're seeing obviously the first face-off there, the second quarter. That's arguably the best face-off guy in the league in Gordy Phillips. Going up against Brandon Fitzgerald this time. It was John Bailey having his attempt at him at the beginning, but looks like they're going to cycle through a few guys, see who they can get a good matchup going up against them. Andrew Gresham looking for a low drive here, working the two-man game with the righties with Connor Watson over to McDowell. Working with Ryan Jones. Tries to find Gresham down low. That one misses the target. 15 seconds to go here in the shot clock. Connor Watson with it now. Swing pass over to Dunlop. Trying to come over top, gets it over to Gresham. He's got a lane if he wants it. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Inside, that one goes wide. Steve McKinley comes up with it. He's got a man up top. This is Chase Dunlop. Working one-on-one. That one goes wide and high, if I'm not mistaken.
I think his stick got hit just at the last second there after another good dash as Dunlop visibly dejected stepping back onto the bench.
Good effort to get back from Connor Watson. It's all over the floor. With the ball now, gets it back over to McDowell. Muramatsu now with a bit of a twister, trying to go once again 5-hole. Bowden gets the better of that one. Big outlet pass to no one.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. I'm like, to who? Dino, to who?
Looking for Max Stalling, it looked like, but a little bit out of his reach. Nash Moog with it now for the Skyhawks.
Now, hang on a second here, Tina. I'm just looking at the rosters for the first time tonight as Bowden with a beauty. There's, again, right, that's what I'm talking about right there, Tino. Shoot the overhand shot. It's still a good angle from there, and you're going to be way more accurate with it.
Yep, that's Cody Adamson, who we were talking about earlier.
Well, I know it was Cody, Tino. That's why I mentioned that. I'm just looking at the rosters here for the first time, and maybe for the first time ever, they are in numerical order. Are you on top of this? Is this your doing?
I think this is after, after the commissioner says something on the live broadcast,
okay.
Things get done pretty quick. That's what I would say. Conor Clough comes up with an interception.
I love it.
Gets it over and tries to go over top of Del Bianco. Was Justin Digby.
What a difference, though, Tino, when you're scanning to find out who number 26 is. You can just go right to the middle of the roster. You don't have to scan the whole thing.
Yeah, it certainly makes a difference as James Ray tries to get a shot off. McDowell with the block, though. Gordy Phillips with the 2-on-1. Finds McDowell, has all the time in the world, and goes, fakes far side, goes short side on Gordy Bowden.
That's good patience there from double M squared, Mitch McDowell, who took the feed and took that little extra step to the top of the crease as well and really opened up Gordy Bowden at his mercy. And no chance really for the goaltender on that one. Nice tuck from McDowell to make it 2-0.
Yeah, that's a scary 2-on-1 when you got Gord Phillips, who can handle his own on either side of the floor realistically. He's been known as sort of a face-off specialist here so far in this league.
Gordy's he's a well-rounded player.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And then Mitch McDowell has some of the fastest hands in tight like that. We've seen him score so many goals.
Well, he needs to be a well-rounded player too, because, no disrespect to Mitch, but I don't know if he's ever going to be a pure offensive guy in the National Lacrosse League. I just don't. So you better get yourself good at doing all sorts of things, loose ball team, transition, killing penalties, whatever it may be, if you want to take that next step.
Most definitely. And I'll say as well, I believe it was in week 4 as the Golden Eagles are looking for an attempt there. In week 4, I mentioned as a key to the game that I wanted to see some more offensive production from Mitch McDowell. That game, they put him out of the defensive gate, and he ended up scoring 4 goals that game.
Well, go figure, right?
Yeah. So I think McDowell's role can be really utilized with his speed if he starts out of the defensive gate and works in transition there.
And again, I go back to it, these guys might not get that chance playing for the Langley Thunder or Sam Bellies or Lakers or whatever. Here in the XLL, you can try that out and see if that's something you're capable or want to do.
Most definitely. As Connor Watson comes up with the loose ball here. Bit of a 4-on-1 if he wants it. Tries to find Mitch McDowell. That was a wasted opportunity.
A little too fancy there from Watson.
As he had Cody Adamson as well as Austin Nix floating high. Many options there. Gordy Phillips with a nice opportunity there to pick off that pass.
Watson does that in Halifax. Cody Jamison's taking him to the locker room.
Isaac Richmond with a bit of a twister going short side. Bowden gets the better of that one, though. Not to cut you off there.
No. That's your job, really. I need to shut up.
Nick Scott gets the ball at the floor. Back to Chase Dunlap. He's been all over the floor so far tonight as well. Too big. Steven Neufeld trying to go inside. Finds his way into the stick of Nash Moog. The only issue is he's playing for the other team.
Bit of an issue.
Oh,
how about it from Neuf? You see that little around the back one-handed sub pass to him.
Not bad. I would imagine if you string your own sticks as well as he is.
No, just for a guy that's 6'5" and whatever he is now, 250 maybe. Maybe lighter than that. I don't know.
Well, we've mentioned so many times with Neufeld as well. Like you just mentioned, the amount of the shape that he's in now compared to how he has been before. Like
best of his life.
Without a doubt. And as Nash Moog goes the other way on a breakaway, 1-on-1 against Gordy Bowden. Fakes low and then goes 5-hole again. That one goes wide. But sticking with Neufeld, he's become such a prolific member in this league. He's whenever he's out there with James Ray, as he so often is, as he is right now, they're a dominant duo.
Well, I mean, you try checking that, Tino. Like two guys 6'5" and soft hands and know how to set a good pick. Like,
no kidding.
Forget it.
This is Adamson with it now. Up to Muramatsu. To Gresham. Back over to Adamson. 10 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Looking for a lane, trying to drive low and go over top. Bowden gets the better of that one. Ball ends up in the stick of Steve McKinley, who looks like he's been going out of the defensive gate a little bit here as well.
Steve-O can do it all.
James Ray going one-on-one. Tries to go. Looks like between his legs. Del Bianco gets that one.
Not helping the shooting percentage.
Put that one down on the stat sheet. Adamson with it again.
Would have been pretty.
But it wasn't in the cards tonight. Ryan Jones.
Wasn't in the net, too.
Jones and Gresham trying to work a bit of a two-man game from lefty to righty. Ends up back in the stick of Connor Watson with 5 to go on the shot clock. Fakes the shot, driving low. Tries to go around his man.
Should be a penalty on Watson right there.
Not going to get it, though.
No.
The refs say no.
I think that's something we need to do is start protecting goalies. I love the crease dives and all the rest of it, but when you're okay, we don't have a replay. But Watson gets underneath there and he goes for the dive. He ends up between the post and the goalie, going diagonally through the crease there. Like the goalie was out in front of him when he went through it, and that's dangerous.
So you're saying the issue is with the trajectory of the dive?
Well, yeah, like you got to pay.
Watson probably counting his lucky stars.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to take a guy's head off, but you got to send a little message. It's going to come to the top of the crease as well.
For sure. And honestly, if I'm the Golden Eagles right now, I want to put a stop to this run as quick as possible, because if there's anything that we've seen from the Skyhawks so far, their offense can be very streaky. So you do not want them to get on a run early. Nash Moog takes a shot. Bowden handles that one easily. McDowell comes up with the loose ball, though, on his wrong side, waiting to get the right guys on the floor with a fresh 30. Gets the ball across to Liam McDonald. Back over to Watson. To Muramatsu. Sizing his man up, trying to come over top. Gets a shot off. Nice kick save by Bowden. Connor Watson comes up with the rebound. Full 30 here, going up against Conor Clough. Gets it over to Brendan Shea. Back down to Jones, the most recent goal scorer. Shea gets a bad angle shot off. Bowden turns that one away. But the Skyhawks keep the ball. Their offense is certainly rolling right now.
Now wearing this defense down, they're going to start to get tired here and make a mistake.
Yeah, Watson coming over top. Trying to work a two-man game with Muramatsu. Gets it behind the net to Shea. 10 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Jones gets it over to McDonald. Takes a shot. That one goes off the post. Comes all the way back over center.
They didn't pick him up, but Muramatsu was wide open in the middle.
John Bailey behind enemy lines here with the ball. Gets it up to Trevor Funk. Golden Eagles got to get something going here. They haven't had the ball very much in this second quarter.
Trevor Funk into the XLL.
First game
As is this man, Angelo Pontalini, Tino Fair. You guys are probably related somewhere down the line.
Got to imagine it. The Italian bloodlines. Isaac Richmond battling for the ball. The shot clock does go, so Red will keep it. Finding Connor Watson. There's a nice save with the hand by Gordy Bowden. Believe we're going to see a Golden Eagles penalty here.
Fitzgerald just didn't have good body position there. Didn't have much choice. We'll see if this is 2 or whether this is 4 here on Fitzy.
Looks like it's just going to be 2, I believe, if I read the hands correctly.
I didn't see the fingers go up there. I think it should have been 4 personally.
Don't disagree with you here, but either way, the Skyhawks getting their first attempt here on the power play tonight. Let's see if Cody Adamson can get back in your good books, keeping it simple.
Is that the point? I bet he does at least one backhand or reverse backhand passer.
Guess we'll have to see. There's the first one. Connor Watson with it now, back up to Adamson. Fakes the pass, looking to go low. Gets that one off, low to high.
Oh, what a stop.
Nice rebound there by Connor Watson. Found himself all alone in front. How does that happen?
Bad defense.
Gotta be it. Jones gets a shot off. That one goes far side, very wide. And the Golden Eagles come up with the ball. Connor Watson on the forecheck, though, picks off the pass. He's got Gordy Phillips 2-on-0 if he wants it. Takes it himself.
Oh.
Tries to go short side.
Took the glove right off the goaltender with that shot.
Wow.
Made the stop, though.
Gordy Bowden is having himself a game here. Having himself quite the first half at least.
Seems like it would hurt. Like if a shot goes off your hand hard enough to take the glove right off it, probably doesn't feel very good.
Maybe doing his best Thatcher Demko impression from the Canucks game last night.
Yeah.
Golden Eagles with it now. 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. Still short-handed. James Ray gets a sneaky behind the back subber. Del Bianco gets that, and big Steven Neufeld ends up with the ball.
Ray can be a little guilty of that sort of thing as well.
Most certainly, but he also has scored many, many goals in this league.
You see, I don't know if you picked that up there or not, but Neufeld and Ray had something on shorthanded there, and it was open, but a good defensive play to knock it down on the backdoor trap.
Yeah, and Nashmoog clears it at center. Gets their power play back to work here with 20 to go on their power play. 1:15 to go in the second quarter. Adamson with it now. Jones for the lefties. Back to Adamson. Looking for a lane low. Goes 5-hole on Gordy Bowden. And the run on offense here for the Red Skyhawks continues, this time on the power play with just over a minute to go in the quarter.
Looks like we're sitting in the Skyhawks section here as well as fans erupting after that Cody Adamson goal there too.
Tough to be neutral when you're with the fans.
Wow. I've called some games in some crazy places before. This ranks up there. But I've done like playoff games right in the middle of the stands in Queen's Park Arena and stuff. That was an adventure. And one time I did a game standing in the corner of Cam Neely Arena, like standing along the corner boards. Challenging, let's just say that. Timeout on the floor here.
Timeout with 31 seconds to go in this second quarter. Looks like the Skyhawks are going to try to drop one last play to get this. They currently got the 3-goal lead. It's 4-1 currently, but they'll try to stretch this one. As I mentioned before, the Skyhawks offense has been known to be a little streaky. Sometimes they go silent for quarters at a time. We've seen in this season them go quiet for a half at a time before. So like I mentioned before, the Eagles are going to want to put a stop to this as quick as possible. Maybe their recipe for success is just to get out of this half, as we currently are, going to the dressing room and try to regroup. But this game has been all red. Del Bianco has certainly been good, but he hasn't had to be great. Most of his shot attempts have been in the same spot.
All those 4 goals and a half, nothing to sneeze at. Just Gordy Bowden is putting on a clinic.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I just said, at the other end, Del Bianco hasn't really had to do anything.
No, I mean it's
major.
No, it's been both goaltenders have been really, really good. 5-second differential game clock, shot clock here.
Cody Adamson over to Jones. Looks like the Skyhawks are just going to run down the clock, look for last shot here with 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Nick Scott out there playing defense, pressuring.
Pretty early to start the play here.
Shea gets it over to Adamson, takes a shot around a screen. Bowden gets a piece of that. Connor Watson comes up with the rebound, though. 5 seconds to go in the quarter, looking for one last shot. There's another save by Bowden. off of who else but Cody Adamson, looking for the wide open net from their own end were the Golden Eagles, but
Quite the half there.
yeah, another low-scoring one. Only 4 goals in that entire quarter, all of them for the Red Skyhawks, gets us to a 4-1 score here coming into the third quarter. Jake Elliott and Tino Farrow with you here on BCSports.tv. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be back in 4:45. All right, welcome back, lacrosse fans. We are coming at you live here from the Forum on Poirier here in Coquitlam. Week 6 in the XLL, this matchup between the Red Skyhawks and the Golden Eagles. The Skyhawks currently leading the Golden Eagles 4-1 after a low scoring but still a version of an offensive outburst.
Yeah, couple of shots here, we got ourselves a game. This thing a long way from being over.
Most certainly. Trevor Funk, or Jeremy Funk rather, not Trevor Funk. Jeremy Funk coming in net replacing Gordy Bowden, who had an incredible first half.
Big shoes to fill.
For certain. On the other end, we still have Julio Del Bianco with no Nate Facine in net. Del Bianco, is going to be playing the entirety of this game. Gordy Phillips wins that first face-off, and the Skyhawks go right back to work on offense. Mitch McDole with the ball right now. Their first go at it. Cody Adamson for the righties, working with Morimatsu. Big swing pass all the way over to Andrew Gresham, trying to go over top. Easy first save there for Jeremy Funk.
Got his warm-ups in at halftime.
There it is.
Got to do it.
Bit of a warm-up save for him there as well. James Ray with it, the goal scorer for the Golden Eagles.
Speaking of warming up, Tino, I went out at halftime and got myself a cushion for my gluteus maximus, which was a little bit chilly. I was on the spin bike for the better part of an hour today, and the old cheeks there, a little tender. I'm not going to lie to you. It's been a while.
All right, so you're coming for the lacrosse. You're staying for the cheek updates from Jake Elliott here.
Hey, just keeping it real, Tino. That's all I'm doing.
Golden Eagles going back to work. James Ray with the ball once again, looking down low.
It's just a humble flex that.
Of course. Humble brag.
I'm on the spin bike.
Spent the day getting my cheeks sore on the spin bike.
7 weeks out of hip replacement surgery, Tino, and I'm on the spin bike for 45 minutes a day now.
Well, glad you're hopefully starting to feel better at least on the road to recovery.
Definitely. Just need a cushion.
Of course. These bleachers, they don't got a lot of give in them.
No, they do not. This chain link fence along my back, though, is very soothing.
Brendan Shea gets a shot off. Jeremy Funk sends that one behind his net. Gets it up to Conor Clough. Trying to get through a two-man forecheck. Ends up in the stick of Gordy Phillips. Skyhawks with a relentless forecheck tonight. Ryan Jones comes up with it. Off the pass from Phillips, gets a shot off. Funk sends that rebound into the corner. There's that forecheck we're talking about for the Skyhawks. The Golden Eagles do get it up, though. Gets a shot off, and there's a goal far side on Del Bianco by Nick Scott. I believe that's his first in the XLL.
Well, I think he had at least one in the summer series there against the Bellies, Tina. So I don't want to take anything away from the big fella.
That's right.
I recall that. But since making his return for sure and looking good doing it, running well, nice little finish there, and Eagles with him too.
Most definitely. The one-handed catch on the breakout pass with a man draped all over him. Finds a way to get a shot off. Impressive work from Nick Scott, number 11 in gold. Gordy Phillips gets the face-off win off of the jump from Nick Scott. Skyhawks looking to go back to work. That's the first goal for the Golden Eagles since the first quarter. So that's a big start for them. McDole with it now. Tries to find Watson in tight. He's got a man draped all over him. James Ray going the other way. Good effort there by McDole to get back. Using his speed. Morimatsu draped all over. Still finds a way to get a shot, or a pass through rather, was James Ray getting over to McKinley.
That was nice one-handed.
Yeah. What an effort to get that through.
A lot of wrist strength goes into a pass like that.
Golden Eagles do keep the ball off the forecheck. Looks like we got an injured Steve McKinley having a hard time getting up.
He's not getting off the floor. Steve-O's fine. Concrete doesn't have a lot giving it either, Tino.
No kidding. Does end up with the ball here.
He wants to score.
Looks for a shot over top. What a goal by Steve McKinley on the wrong side of the floor. Finds a way to get it over top of the far side shoulder of Del Bianco.
And suddenly the pain is just gone.
Of course. Somebody get that water and get him. Somebody get that guy some water and back out on the floor.
Yeah.
What an effort there by Steve McKinley.
Just sniped.
You could just tell as soon as he got up that he wanted the ball and wasn't going to give it back up.
James Ray looking our way saying, still got it to Steve McKinley. He sure does. I don't know what Steve-O is now. He's got to be mid to late 30s, I would say.
Looking like.
Check your records there, Tina. I know you got stats on all these guys.
Looking like early to mid 20s there. Not bad.
Don't get carried away.
Connor Watson with the shot. That one goes wide all the way back into the Skyhawks zone.
Speaking of this, I'll mention this right now because I want to get this out there for anybody that might be listening. Team Scotland, I'm just kind of chatting with the head coach of Team Scotland right now, and Bob Hayes, who is the former head coach of the Shamrocks, Victoria guy, goaltender himself. And Team Scotland looking for a goaltender for the upcoming European Championships in the summer. Oh, what a catch.
McDowell going one-on-one with Funk. Just throws 3 fakes. Ref says in the crease despite putting that one in the back of the net. Tough break there for Mitch McDowell.
I'll say awful call. You got to give him that when he makes a catch like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just give it to him.
Continue, though.
So they're looking for a goaltender for the upcoming August in Germany, I believe. And you got to have either a Scottish passport or parents or grandparents that were born in Scotland to be eligible. But great opportunity to play some international lacrosse for Bobby Hayes and Team Scotland. So get at me if you want, and I can put you in touch with Bob, and we'll go from there. I'm just kind of thinking here, McLucas sounds like a bit of a Scottish name, does it not?
I mean, well, I think we'll just have to ask him. He's coming up here in about 2 quarters time, roughly.
Yeah.
And there's a nice goal by Andrew Gresham going 5-hole on Funk from over top. The Skyhawks get
McLucas. That sounds Scottish, right?
I'm not going to argue with you. If you tell me it's Scottish, I'll believe you.
Aye. Haggis, bagpipes.
Red Skyhawks currently on top, 5-3. Cody Phillips fakes the shot with 2 more fakes.
Wow.
Doing whatever he can to get a shot off. Does. Funk gets the better of that one, though. Sends the rebound into the corner.
Somebody mix in a cross-check on that guy.
No kidding. Nick Scott with the ball now for the Golden Eagles. Gets it up to James Ray, who James Ray may have not left the floor this entire quarter.
Oh, very close to back over there.
There's a nice give and go between Scott and Ray. Ray goes 5-hole once again. That's his second of the game. Beats Del Bianco from the same spot, I believe.
Sometimes James Ray looks disappointed when he scores. Like, it went in again. Oh, man.
I think we've seen a few highlight reel goals from James Ray this season so far. I look back to the one that he scored where he dumped the ball from one bench, rings it around to Conor Clough, cuts through, gets it back.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
No kidding. And we've seen some of his own, like behind the back, one hand through his legs. I think maybe one like that where he's just on the crease 2-on-1 with Nick Scott maybe is a little disappointing.
He's playing possum right now. He's slow to get back in the defensive zone and looking for a breakaway.
5-4 rather the score is now.
Okay. So were we off?
We might have been off by 1.
I thought so, Tina.
We might have been off by 1.
Just saying.
Who am I to doubt you? Why would I have doubted you in the first place?
I've called a couple games.
Chase Dunlop getting through. Golden Eagles with it now. This is Trevor Funk. Gets it down. Chase Dunlop with it again, coming around a screen. Tries to get it across floor to Steven Neufeld. Does come up with it. 7 seconds to go on the shot clock.
How about the dye job on Neufeld? We're admiring his gloves and all the rest of it. How about the dye job on the head over there? I don't know what's going on, but it looks nice.
Snoof has switched gloves again, actually.
Well, it's not uncommon for big boys to do that, Tino. I was in that school of thought. 3 pairs of gloves I would wear in a game, 1 each period.
Can you explain the school of thought?
Just sweat, man. You just get too wet. I would have to believe gloves it's a fine line. Like, you don't want them crusty dry and you don't want them dripping wet. You kind of want that dampness in the palms to get that feel, but not too damp, if you know what I'm saying.
For sure. I was always wondering if it was more of a mental thing.
No, probably not. Change your stick maybe, but not the gloves.
Gotcha.
I was 3 gloves, 2 shorts, 2 socks, and sometimes 2 shoes. Just sweat alone. Like this first the cheek update, now the sweat update, Tino. It used to drip off my shorts, down my leg, into my socks, into my shoes, to the point where I had to change in secondary mission. Couldn't do it.
This is the content that people come here to see and watch. In the midst of all that, there was a goal. Ryan Jones scores one that nobody really thought went in, I don't think. But the ref decided a few seconds later that, yes, it was a goal.
I think Nick Scott might have just taken his first face-off ever. Moved early. So technically, I guess he hasn't. But
Skyhawks going right back to work on offense here. Connor Watson looking for a shot. Over top. Not sure if that one got through.
Did not. It hit Scott.
You can see him adjusting his helmet there.
Look out. There we go.
Golden Eagles going back the other way. Brandon Fitzgerald one-on-one with Del Bianco. Gets the better of that one. Sends it far side up against the wall. Nash Moog comes up with the ball.
Not to critique Fitzgerald on breakaways, because I never had one in my entire career, Tino. But as soon as you drop your stick down to the outside like that, goaltender knows exactly where you're going with it.
And Del Bianco did a great job of reading that one. Looking for Conor Clough. Going one-on-one. Double clutches again, Conor Clough.
Shoot the ball, Connor.
That's his second offensive opportunity. Looks like he's going to stay and play a little offense here. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock because he's waiting to takes that shot. Nice save by Del Bianco, getting his arm out. Muramatsu comes up with the ball now, waiting to get the proper guys onto the floor, but good effort there.
No talk.
Golden Eagles come back up with it. That was John Bailey.
I like Bailey's game.
Tenacious.
Noticeable.
Very. Nick Scott trying to work two-man game again with James Ray. They've already scored on that play.
Stay in your lane, Nick. I know you got the big goal here tonight, but pick and roll probably not his wheelhouse.
Quick one in transition there for Eli Batt. Going over the...
Who does not score often, Eli Batt.
Quick one in transition.
Connor Robinson tuned into the broadcast here tonight, Tino, saying Golden Eagles, big second half team here. So we'll see. I think Connor probably down in Denver, Colorado now, as he's going to move himself down there for the season. But tuned into the XLL here tonight. Word up, C-Rob.
And Golden Eagles as well, as Connor Watson gets another attempt there. Good effort there to...
That was so crease on Connor Watson. I do not know. I think that just surprised Baldridge to the fact where he didn't want to call it.
Can't believe he didn't lose the ball there. Incredible hands by Connor Watson, despite maybe being in the crease.
Oh, no, never mind despite, Tino. He was it.
Golden Eagles as well as being a big second half team. Also a big power play team. I don't have the stats in front of me here, but without a doubt the Golden Eagles have been the most productive team on the power play out of all four teams.
Well, we are going to get those stats. I know you've been a big part of that and help to that, but we are going to get live stats up and running here in the coming weeks in the XLL and get the website going in that regard so you can check out the leaders and all that sort of stuff here in the X.
Without a doubt. This is Jeff Franzen with the ball. Now gets it back up to James Ray. Cross floor. Lefty's going to work now. Back to James Ray, right in the face, off of the mask.
In the face
of Del Bianco. That one doesn't seem to faze him one bit. Good battle here. Digby comes up with the ball. Gets it back over to Franzen. He's got room if he wants it. Gets it over to Ray instead. Ray with a bit of a... And another attempt there by Ray with one hand, and it ends up in the stick of Chase Dunlop, who puts it in the wide open net, the yawning cage.
Yes. There was about 3 or 4 Skyhawks just standing around watching Del Bianco make save after save while the Eagles continue to pepper away. And just like Connor Robinson said here, Tino, within 2 once again, 7-5 now with 16 minutes and 15 seconds to play.
What an effort by James Ray. Once again, we've talked so many times about the one-handed attempts by James Ray, and there's another one. He almost got it off behind his back, decides to hang on to it and get the pass across.
Nick Scott at least waited for the whistle that time. But you got to look at the referee and time up the whistle when you're doing a face-off. You can't just react when you hear it. It's too late.
That's been one of the things that's been so incredible to watch these past few weeks that we've had Tyrell Hamer-Jackson here. The face-off specialist, as there's another goal by the Golden Eagles. Aiden Murphy, his first of the game, gets Del Bianco to spread wide open, goes 5-hole on him.
That was nice.
Very nice. Fast one.
Poco product, yeah.
Like I was saying there, with having Tyrell Hamer-Jackson taking the face-off, you're watching his role with how he's preparing for these face-offs, and he's not even looking at the ball.
Well, you got to look at the ref, and he takes that breath in, and that's when you got to go. Phillips wins another. That
8
time
seconds
against
ago.
Fitzgerald.
So Fitzgerald taking his attempts now.
Got to shoot it.
McDowell with it now. Does get the shot off, but Funk gets his hand on it. And we got ourselves a 7-6 game heading into the final frame.
Should be fun. 7-6, 1-goal game. Can't ask for much more than that with 15 minutes to go.
Without a doubt. Do not go anywhere. Tino Farron, Jake Elliott here with you on BCSports.tv. We'll be back in 2:50. All right, welcome back, lacrosse fans. Quarter 4 coming in hot here. XLL Week 6. This first matchup of the night between the Red Skyhawks and the Golden Eagles. The Skyhawks currently up 7-6 in this nail-biter of a matchup.
I don't mind a good low-scoring affair here. 7-6, it's fine with me.
Without a doubt. We're seeing a goaltender battle. We've seen Julio Del Bianco in net the entire game so far with no Nate Facine there to back him up. Gordy Bowden had a huge first half for the Golden Eagles, and now Jeremy Funk stepping in relief for the third and fourth quarter as the Skyhawks going right back to work here on offense. Mitch McDowell with it now. Driving low, trying to find a lane. Fakes far side, goes short side, but Funk gets the better of that one. McDowell does end up with the ball again. Gets it over to Connor Watson. Fresh 30 now for the Skyhawks. And their offense goes right back to work. This has been the script for most of this game so far. Non-stop pressure from the Skyhawks, hounding the Golden Eagles and just keeping them in their own end.
Trying to get it. Uh-oh.
Max Stalling.
Uh-oh.
Close attempt there, but the Skyhawks do pick off the breakout pass. Gets it up to Nash Moog, with a 2-on-1 here now. That's Austin Nix, and he goes far side, it looks like, on Jeremy Funk.
Definitely not stalling there. He bobbled the original pass and then had to get it up and across the line. And instead of maybe just realizing his circumstances and giving it the board ring, tried to force one through and resulted in transition back the other way. And easy cash there for the Skyhawks to restore a 2-goal lead.
And Austin Nix is the
benefactor.
The benefactor, that's the word I was searching for off of, yeah, like you mentioned. Bit of maybe a panic pass by Max Stalling.
Well, he had to do something. He just didn't do the right thing, I guess.
Correct. And it ends up in the back of their net. And then there's another face-off win there by Gordy Phillips, and the Red Skyhawks going right back to work here. Adamson with it now. Gets it over to Dunlop. Goes over to Muramatsu, looking for a lane. Over top, gets the shot off. Funk gets the better of that one, gets in the stick of Conor Clough. There's a big breakout pass for Nick Scott, trying to get a shot off. Nash Moog. What an effort to get a stick on that one.
The catch was spectacular from Scott, who's hanging out in behind the goal right now. He doesn't want to run back and play defense.
Doing a little cherry picking, maybe waiting for a...
Skyhawks are alert now.
Adamson with it, trying to find Watson in tight. James Ray gets a piece of that one. Nick Scott, the target of that pass as he was waiting back there, but...
Getting sloppy here in the fourth.
Yeah, maybe looking for a bit of a desperation goal there. Not going to get it, though. Dunlop gets it again, maybe looking for that long breakout pass. No one's there this time. James Ray waiting at center, though. He's got a partial 2-on-1 with Aiden Murphy. Gets a shot off on his wrong side, though. Tough angle.
I was going to say, that's the third time the Eagles picked up a loose ball, and the first thing they did, Tino, run backwards with it, and that's never a good idea, ever.
Yeah, maybe a few guys double clutching a few times here. Maybe people trying to do a little bit too much themselves, as we're going to see another penalty call here.
Amen.
Looks like against the Skyhawks. And here comes that mostly lethal power play.
Well, this is something I've entertained making a commissioner's call on here as well, Tino, and that's making too many men calls an instant penalty shot.
Oh.
Just too many men calls. No other penalties, but just too many men, instant penalty shot.
Interesting. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Kicking that around.
I would not be opposed to that.
Well, I don't really care if you are or you're not, but I'm just saying.
The Golden Eagles power play going to work here. Like I said, it has been lethal for most of the year. However, they're missing Connor Robinson, who's been a staple on their power play for the entire season so far. This is the first year without him. Gordy Phillips with the short-handed breakaway, one-on-one on Funk. Fakes short side, goes short side.
Nice.
Bit of a dip and dunk of sorts.
That was a healthy dip and dunk, Tino. Come on.
Gordy Phillips finding himself all alone from the blue line.
Gave it a good pump fake there to sell the goaltender.
There's those offensive hands of Gordy Phillips that we talked about before. He's a jack of all trades. He can do it all over, and he's a face-off specialist. Very impressive.
I wonder where that saying came from, jack of all trades.
Got to be the
You're
first.
doing replays, you're doing score updates. I'd love to see this, Tino, that you're just like you're getting the full meal ticket here of experience broadcasting.
Well, you know, it's got to be a huge shout out to Keith Gagne and the entirety of BCSports.tv, as well as you. You've been taking me along for the ride so far. So, yeah, I'm the entire experience has been I am the benefactor in this case.
The best is yet to come, Tino.
Jeremy Funk way out of his net now. There's a little backhand pass up to James Ray with McDowell hounded all over him.
You can tell Pontalini a little rusty, thinking about what he wanted to do before he caught the ball there.
Most certainly. Without actually, people probably have forgotten the Golden Eagles are on a power play.
Yes.
But they haven't gotten a lot going here.
Well, they down 3. They better get something going.
Yeah, 10:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. 30 seconds to go on their power play. Only down by 3, but got to get something going here. Neufeld gets it back up to James Ray.
Oh, see that little hidden ball trick still with Ray here.
Yeah, Steve McKinley
I mean,
now.
he had Del Bianco, too. Shouldn't have passed that ball.
McKinley looking over top. Gets it over to Aiden Murphy. Trying to find Neufeld on the crease. 7 seconds to go here in the shot clock. McKinley gets a shot up and goes 5-hole on Del Bianco.
Steve, you can see the confidence rising in Steve McKinley. Like over the last few weeks, he's been finding his range with his shot, getting chances, and scoring goals.
Range is an understatement there. He was almost at the blue line there when he took that shot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the quickest release in the game anymore for McKinley, but still just some good mustard and a little accuracy to go along with it.
Without a doubt. Phillips with the jump that time. Nick Scott credited with his first face-off win of the night.
Not quite Dijon mustard yet, Tino, but we'll give him the brand name, French's.
French's, there you go. Nick French's Scott. Dunlop with it now with the swim move, trying to drive low. 9 seconds to go here on the shot clock, coming back over top, trying to find Nick Scott. Need a shot here, gets it over to James Ray, takes the bad angle shot from almost on the goal line.
Look up.
Gordy Phillips with another breakaway, trying to go one-on-one. Again, that one goes off the inside of the far side post.
Smart shot from Gordy here. Dip and dunked him the first time and tried to sell it again and then go far side, but he caught iron there.
Cody Adamson with it now. Back to even here. Adamson gets the shot off. Funk sends that one to the corner.
Captain obvious here, Tino, but next goal is a big one in this game.
Without a doubt. 9:15 to go in the fourth quarter here. 2-goal game, 9-7 right now for the Skyhawks, who do have the ball. Mitch McDowell with it. And they'll go back to work here, getting the proper guys on the floor. Ryan Jones with the ball now. That one goes off the crossbar. I was just about to say Ryan Jones maybe with his
best game in the X?
Yeah.
I agree.
He did have a big week one. Not that he's been necessarily quiet since, but been very noticeable tonight.
Now, the more lacrosse he plays, the better, too, for Ryan Jones.
Neufeld with it now. Coming over top with a big shot. Big rebound off of Del Bianco, but Skyhawks trying to go the other way. This is Austin Nix with it now. Battling in the corner with Chase Dunlop. Aiden Murphy comes in to help. Nix does come up with the ball. Still getting hounded by Murphy and Dunlop. Pinned up against the boards here.
Ref's got to call that.
10 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Trapping.
Aiden Murphy showing off his hands there. Comes up with the ball. Gets it up to Nick Scott. As he'll settle things down. Wait to get his guys on the floor.
8 to play here. 2-goal game.
Like you said, next goal is a big one here. Murphy working the two-man game with Digby. Trying to flip pass back to him, but that one goes to no one. Connor Watson looks a little bit shaken up there.
He's just tired, I think, more than anything. And then fair enough, like going through your first NLL training camp and doing it in 2 different time zones across the nation, it's not an easy trip to make, especially for your first time through.
Gresham driving low. Decides against the shot. 15 to go in here on the shot clock. Watson with it now. Coming over top. Gets it over to Jones. Jones trying to come over top of Neufeld. Trying to swing pass over to Gresham.
Oh.
Finds Cody Adamson, but the shot clock goes.
Good call from Baldridge. Came after the buzzer. Very, very close, but Eagles dodge a bullet right there.
Without a doubt. Adamson finally takes a shot overhand that goes in. That one would have pleased Jake Elliott, but shot clock says no.
I'm neutral here, too.
Golden Eagles going back to work, trying to find a shot through some legs.
By the way,
Trevor Funk.
These two teams 3-2 coming into this game tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
You are not mistaken.
So a big one.
Looking for a dunk attempt from behind the net, and that one goes from James Ray, his 3rd goal of the night.
Patience. Del Bianco didn't know which way to turn there, and Ray just waited for him to turn the wrong way, and then slam-a-damma, in it goes.
Ray
1-goal game.
Really took his time with that dunk attempt. I can't believe he didn't just naturally fall forward, or maybe he was falling forward and just jumped at the right time. But
sometimes that's the key, is the patience.
Very, very good patience there by James Ray for his hat-trick goal tonight. I don't think there's been many games this season where he hasn't had at least 3. Chase Dunlop, far side from his wrong side. Del Bianco turns that one away.
Not a great shot.
Tough angle. Tough angle.
Yeah, possess the ball there. Get your offense out.
There's a shot and an easy save from Jeremy Funk off of the Liam McDonald attempt. Connor Watson with it now. Working the two-man game. Decides not to use the pick. That one goes. Connor Watson jumping through the crease.
Well, selfishly, now I don't know if I am neutral. I kind of want to see the Eagles come back in this and get to overtime here, Tina. I want another shootout.
Yeah, I think, and with there being some more fans in the stands here, I think they'd want to see a shootout.
It's fun.
The likes of Connor Watson, Mitch McDowell with hands, Gordy Phillips, we've seen him with a few breakaways tonight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys, and then the likes of, whoever else on the Eagles, James Ray, Neufeld.
Yeah, there's plenty of guys to
without a doubt
have a shot.
Andrew Gresham, 10 seconds to go here on the shot clock. 5:50 to go in the quarter. To Brennan Shea. Need a shot. Does get it. Funk turns that one away. Muramatsu now battling for the ball with John Bailey. And Nick Scott. Scott does come up with it. Muramatsu still all over him. Scott does lose the ball, but John Bailey gets his hands on it. Finds a man in tight. Del Bianco shuts the door on that one.
Big stop there for Delbs.
Without a doubt. Remember that save, folks. Gets up to Austin Nix, 2-on-1. With McDowell on the crease. Throws three fakes, and that one goes again. McDowell. We're talking about big goals after. McDowell with a huge one.
It's a dagger there for the Skyhawks, no question. As Pontolini robbed on one end, and as we've seen so many times, back the other way it goes. And in it goes for Mitch McDowell, who's got to be in the running for player of the game here for the Hawks, no?
Without a doubt. I think there's a few already, but McDowell, like we've been talking about, those fast hands on the crease through, 3 or 4 fakes in a matter of under 2 seconds, without a doubt.
Yeah, you got Phillips, Watson, Adamson's had a nice game. For me, it's been McDowell, though.
Yep. And can't be overstated there, the decision to get the ball to McDowell. And there's a shot. Speak of the devil, Cody Adamson.
What was that? Just straight overhand fire there, Tino, and in and out in a heartbeat. And that's going to be a real tough sledding for the Eagles now, down 4 with under 5 to play.
Without a doubt, the Eagles' offense is opened up here in the final 5 minutes. This might be the first 4-goal lead of the game that we've seen.
Yeah.
I believe the biggest lead that we saw at one point was 4-1.
I'm going to make the call right now because the guy is not in the game anymore, but had an amazing first half. I think player of the game for the Eagles is going to be Gordy Bowden.
Tough to disagree with that one. He had, he was getting peppered with shots the entire first half. Because there's Funk with a big
And what did he let in?
save.
He let in 4 goals.
4 goals in the first half.
So they've allowed 8 has Funk here in this second half with 4 minutes to go.
And Funk certainly hasn't been bad either.
No,
It's
I'm not putting
without
anything
a doubt.
on him.
Yeah.
I mean, the Eagles just didn't do enough offensively here tonight, and let's give Del Bianco some credit as well.
Playing the entire game as Aiden Murphy picks off that breakout pass from Del Bianco. Aiden Murphy's had a quietly good game as well. Big second half for him.
Perfect. Again, perfect league for a guy like Aiden Murphy to get the experience that he needs.
McDowell going up against Murphy now, doing a good job keeping him at bay.
Now I think Skyhawks, up 4 here with under 4 to go. Do the math. Chew up some 30s. What a feat.
Off of the swim dodge through a double team by McDowell. Finds Eli Badintight with the backhanded pass.
On the cut, too.
What a feed. 3:25 here to go in the fourth quarter. Cody Adamson ends up with the ball, but loses it immediately after.
Oh, that is – all right.
Nash Moog going to be heading to the box here for the Skyhawks.
I kind of felt like that's the Eagles are down 4 here. Let's give them a power play and see if we can make this interesting.
Nash Moog heading to the box for 2 minutes for the hold. And here comes that, maybe not so lethal tonight, but generally speaking throughout the season, lethal power play.
Well,
for
they
the
need
Eagles.
it. I mean, in the worst way here. And now you can at least maybe can start to consider pulling your goaltender if you can get a power play goal here.
Without a doubt. Neufeld with it now, gets it back up to James, who's running point. Finds a man. That was Steve McKinley on the crease. That one goes wide on the short side and out of play. And Isaac Richmond gets it over center for the Skyhawks. Sizing his man up. A little bit of a toe drag, trying to go low. Doing a good job on him, though, is Carter Maines.
That was a good battle between both those guys there.
Without a doubt. Getting a little help from John Bailey as well. Thought about staying on the power play, decides to go to the bench. James Ray gets it over to Trevor Funk. Back over to Ray with the backhanded pass to Neufeld. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Can't waste time here.
There's a shot, and there's a goal by Steven Neufeld from who else but James Ray. Those two working so well together.
Yeah, Ray could obviously give Ray the player of the game here too, but I think he's got enough extreme lacrosse league jackets where can only wear one at a time sort of thing.
Might be seeing those showing up on the black market one of these days soon.
Yeah.
Maybe Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace, yeah. Craigslist.
Let's just see what price he's putting them at before we get too upset about it.
Buy and sell. Is that still a thing? Remember the old buy and sell? You probably are too young for that.
There's modern day versions of it.
It's like the yellow pages.
Connor Watson with it now.
Encyclopedias.
Do you own an encyclopedia? Does anybody?
I used to. The old Britannica. I had the full set. Mom made me get it.
Gordy Phillips with a wide open lane. Jeremy Funk turns that one away, gets the rebound himself.
All right. Got to go quick here, and that's not going to help matters.
Certainly not. That was Carter Maines chasing after the loose ball. Ends up back in the stick of Gordy Phillips. Does a good job of getting out of pressure. With 1:40 to go here in this fourth quarter. 12-9 currently for the Skyhawks. Mitch McDowell with the ball up top. Cody Adamson.
Long change here, too, which makes things a little more difficult for the goaltender getting to the bench.
And with the way the Skyhawks' offense has been going, lots of shots and rebounds and controlling the loose ball, it makes that long change even harder. As you can see, they got James Ray sneaking up top.
Well, Funker's got to go now. He's not going very quickly, but he is going. How many runs do you think Funk's got in him? I don't think he wants to do that too many times by the looks of it.
No, I think you're bang on there. James Ray with it now. Over to Neufeld. Steve McKinley looking for a man in tight. Doesn't find the intended target. McKinley potentially thinking about the dunk. Gets it over top to Neufeld instead. That one might have been blocked.
Oh,
Deflected.
Lucky break there.
45 seconds to go here in the quarter. Down by 3, the Golden Eagles
I
are.
watched Lewis Ratcliffe one time score 4 straight goals himself in just over a minute. So by himself in a row.
As Austin Nix
That's
finds
not going to happen here.
the wide open net. And that'll certainly seal it if it wasn't already sealed. Austin Nix with the open net breakaway.
Skyhawks are going to 4-2. Eagles are going to 3-3. What are the Wolves are still looking for their first win, and Bears are at the top of the table, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, if I have this correctly, the Bears have only lost once so far, and it was to these Golden Eagles.
Shootout last week.
And
they won the shootout.
They won the shootout, yeah. And the Wolves still looking for that.
Well, Nick Scott just won a face-off.
That's his second of the night.
Look, he could not be more happy about it either. He's like, make sure that's on the stats at the end of the game here. And Phillips says, go for it. You can have it. We'll take the W. You can have your face-off win, Nick.
You can see the smile on Gordy Phillips' face, too. He knew he just gave him his stat of the night.
All right, Tino, I'm going to get ready for presentations here. And nice job on the call. 13-9 your final, and we'll be back for game number 2.
Without a doubt. For Jake Elliott and Tino Fair here on BCSports.tv. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Don't go too far. Get your drink. Get your snack. Because in not too long from now, you're going to be seeing the Black Bears going up against the Grey Wolves for the second game of the night. Thanks for watching. Do not go anywhere.
a message from Megan that said, Nick's being a good coach. That's all I get. And then Nick calls me and says, hey, I want to get Megan's a good game. And I just fucking tore him in the shit. Like, I went on. And then that was last week. The day we switched to this week. Oh, fuck.
Well, no, he tried to tell us all new masters 3 games a week too. So I'm not far behind him. Like, short and sweet, right? Like,
Totally.
change your schedule to adjust.
Then take the shift. Thanks, Tim.
See you guys.
Ciao, buddy. And now the teams are
All right, lacrosse fans, thanks for joining us once again in this XLL Week 6 matchup, Winter League style. This is game 2 of the evening. The Black Bears taking on the Grey Wolves. The Grey Wolves still currently looking for their first win of the season, sitting at 0-5. Close one last week, 15-14 loss versus the Golden Eagles, a game which they led for most of it, but the Eagles had a huge comeback. That's a tough one for the Grey Wolves to take. Team Black on the other side, coming off of a 12-11 shootout win versus the Red Skyhawks last week, the first ever shootout in XLL history that the Black Bears came out on top of. Another big opportunity here for the Grey Wolves to earn their first win of the season. However, they are going up against the number 1 seeded Black Bears. A Black Bears team that hasn't lost a whole lot of roster players, going up against a Grey Wolves team that, you know, they've lost. They had Robert Church the last few weeks. They've had Graydon Bradley all season. They're missing some guys, so they're gonna have to find some new faces to step up, see who can take over and try and lead these guys to their first win of the season. Going to be a tough matchup tonight against, like I said, the number 1 seeded Black Bears. The former teammates going up against each other in net. Alan McLucas in net for the Grey Wolves. Lee Jackman in net for the Black Bears. As Hayden Hardy wins that first face-off. Not their usual face-off guy, but wins the first face-off of the night for the Grey Wolves. And their offense goes to work. I'm still waiting for Hayden Hardy to explode on the score sheet. He's a quick one out of Maple Ridge. I believe played some junior in New West. As Jake Elliott joins me, he'll be able to correct me if I'm wrong there.
Oh, I wasn't listening to you. What'd you say?
Of course, as the Grey Wolves score, as you have your back turned and come around. Big one there for the Grey Wolves to start things off.
Go Grey Wolves here tonight, Tino. I'll just get on it and say it. Like, boys need a win. They came close last week. They blew a rather large lead in the fourth quarter and lost that one in heartbreaking fashion. So, for all the boys in Grey, I'm hoping they can pull out a W here tonight.
Yeah, they had a big one last week. That was a tough 15-14 loss for them.
Oh, man, they were sitting pretty. 12-5 in the third quarter. They gave up a couple of late ones heading into the fourth and gave up a couple of early ones in the fourth quarter. Oh,
what a save there by Lee Jackman.
Called in the crease anyways, but my word. So, you know, very close, and it's not like they're getting pumped out of the rink here on a weekly basis either. They just got to get over the hump.
Yeah, without a doubt. And tough matchup tonight against the Black Bears, but, you know, it's got to start somewhere. As there's the first goal of the evening for the Black Bears. That was Liam Smith going up against Alan McLucas. There's the Scottish accent that we've all been waiting for.
I got to...
Have you asked him yet?
I got to work on that. No, I'll probably wait till the game's over.
Of course.
Yeah. And then being the commissioner, I probably could just step out, just hold up everybody, walk down to the crease, and be like, listen, Alan. Anyways, I know Alan will go back and watch these games after the fact, so take it easy on the big goaltender there, Tino.
Of course.
No struggling references here.
No,
no,
I wouldn't
kidding.
dare.
But no, he'll listen to this, so he'll know if Team Scotland, McLucas, you're looking to play some goal. They're looking for a goalie.
One way or another, we will find out if Alan McLucas has some Scottish heritage.
Scottish.
Unreal.
Scottish. It's like Scottish cheese.
Chase McIntyre with the ball, looking over top. That's Morimatsu playing in his second game of the evening. The Grey Wolves do have a couple guys.
Yeah, Adamson doubling down here tonight as well.
For sure. Brandon Fitzgerald, the other guy that's playing his second game of the night. There's another goal for the Black Bears.
I think that was McNabb on the fly there as he came storming off the bench, or was it?
Couldn't quite see a number there.
That was
Connor Stroop?
87, I believe, Robbie Hobbs. I thought that, no disrespect to McNabb, I thought he was a little too quick to be Nabber. But Robbie Hopseth getting it done in transition. Nicely done for the Bears.
McNabb out there right now Nico McNabb, that is, taking the face-off. Black Bears looking for a quick goal in transition. Big goal after they're looking for. 2-1 right now. The Black Bears currently lead with 11:50 to go in this first quarter.
I'm always apprehensive to critique somebody's speed.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Never my forte, too.
Grey Wolves looking for a 3-on-2 attempt. Can't get a shot off, though. Do end up with the ball. This is Thomas Jack. Gets it up top. Chase Mcintyre, he's had a big season for them.
Yeah.
For the Grey Wolves. He's been all over the score sheet every week as he's sizing up his man.
Well, you look at a guy, very close there. Is that one? You look at a guy like Chase Mcintyre, the sides, the strength, the power, the hands to go with it. Like, you can't teach that, and those guys are a rare breed. And McIntyre, I think, has taken a little bit longer coming out of junior than most guys would have liked to seen him develop, but he looks like he's kind of turned the corner in that regard, and I don't think it's going to be too long before somebody knocks on his door.
And you know what? We've seen this season a lot, his ability to take over a game. Although the Grey Wolves haven't been able to get a win yet, they have relied on him a ton for a lot of offensive production, and he's almost always answered the call. Vinny Ricci finds Cody Adamson up top, looking for a lane to get a shot through. That one goes wide, and will go all the way over center. Blackberries will get a free clear at center then. It looks like they'll be starting in the corner.
Just another word, I cannot tell you how nice it is to have rosters here in numeric order this evening.
Incredible feature.
Quick reference, it's incredible.
It's something that you wouldn't think about if you haven't done any broadcasting, but what a difference it makes.
Listen, I have seen just about everything you can imagine when it comes to getting rosters from certain teams. Like, never mind. Like, I've seen alphabetical order. I've seen first names first, last names first. I've seen just numbers. I've seen just names. Like it. So, sorry to take a goal call away from you there, but numeric. What do you like? Do you like first names first or last names first? That's kind of up for debate. Big broadcasting talk here on the broadcast.
I think I like the simplicity of just first name then last name.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to complain too much as much as I would if things weren't in numerical
order. Well, you've
order.
done it nice here where you've put it, as I'll go a step further, the last name in caps. All caps for the last name, which really pops off the page. It's a new wrinkle for me. I like
wish that I could take credit for it. This is all Randy.
Okay, well, I might just adopt that into, if I ever have to do that myself.
Yeah, that's a big deal. While we were chatting about the broadcasting housekeeping of sorts, there was a big goal there for the Grey Wolf. That was Anthony Buono working the two-man game with Chase Mcintyre.
I've seen 2 pages, with crazy small fonts, faded printing, all of it.
There's Hayden Hardy, and he gets a shot off, fakes, far side, comes back, short side. Maybe this is the game that Hayden Hardy finally explodes.
You're big on this kid, Tino.
He's quick. I've played a little bit of field lacrosse with him before. Good kid. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he played some junior for Junior A for the New Westminster Salmon Bellies. Grew up playing in Maple Ridge as minor lacrosse in Maple Ridge.
helmet on there, yeah.
For sure, and I believe he's going to be playing some Senior A for the Brides, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so he's cracked the threshold of, what is he, 22, 23 years old?
Thereabouts, yeah. I just think he's so quick. He's all over loose balls. I think he's so crucial, even in the unsuccessful games that we've seen for the Grey Wolves. When there's a loose ball, Hayden Hardy, you're always seeing a blue helmet in there first. As Vinny Ricci gets another goal for the Grey Wolves. Back-to-back goals for them.
Ricci's trimmed up the flow a little bit, if I'm not mistaken here, Tino. Little flow coming out the back of the helmet, but for a while there, I mean, he was looking like slick back 80s, kind of rocking in a Trans Am with some Def Leppard and a gold medallion kind of look going there for Vinny.
It's incredibly specific.
Yeah, well.
You really paint a picture.
That's what the color man is supposed to do, my friend. Paint the picture. Here's another kid that I'm wondering when Mitch Nolay. Like, he seems to just, like, I don't know if he's playing where he should be playing right now. Like, he has stood out to me in this league ever since I saw him play, how quick he is, the soft hands, and, of course, good lineage there related to the Gilt family, of course, too. But lefty, I liked Mitchell Nolay's game a lot.
I think Mitch Nolay is a guy, I think he's arguably the best transition player in this league.
Not for a hot take there, Tino Fair.
And that's not even to say that he's strictly a transition player. I just think when he comes out of the defensive gate and stays on offense, he's so fast.
And he's got the thing that you can't coach, and that's the anticipation of knowing when to break, right? Like, you can't really teach guys that skill or attribute. You either just kind of have that or you don't, and Nolay has it.
Certainly a highly sought-after skill that I'm sure a lot of coaches will be looking for.
Like, not to the point where he's hurting you defensively because he's cheating so much. Another goal there for the Bears.
Matt Delmonico.
Indeed. I believe Nick, his father, so many Delmonicos, Randy Delmonico, Nick Delmonico, and then he got a bunch of Tony Delmonico, a bunch of sons coming from those three gentlemen as well, and it's kind of like the Sanderson family of Orangeville here. I guess they're Port Coquitlam natives, Port Moody natives, but Delmonico lineage runs pretty deep through the lacrosse world as well, and a couple of them here on the Black Bears.
And you know what? I've said this before on past broadcasts as well. I think Matt Delmonico is sneaky one of the best strictly shooters in this league. We've seen him come out with 4-goal games, 3-goal games. I think he's had a 5-goal game at one point as well. There's not a ton of – he doesn't work inside a whole ton, but when he gets his time and space and gets that shot off from outside, even when there's not a ton of time and space, when he has an opportunity to get a shot off, he takes it, and it's –
I'd like to see him get a little bit bigger, a little stronger.
Yeah.
And he's not far off.
The Grey Wolves come the other way. This is Cody Adamson with the ball. Up to Morimatsu. As we mentioned before, Adamson and Morimatsu did play earlier.
How about, got to be Moro's buddy in Kochi, signing a contract with Toronto Rock.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that hashtag all summer. Sign Kochi.
Yeah, your son, Jamie Dalek, signed him. Look out.
Ooh.
Good clean hit there from Mcintyre on Stroop.
There's that athletic ability.
But you love to see it. Like he's come from Japan, wants to be the first Japanese-born player to sign an LL contract. He's done that. Went through a cramp with Philadelphia, made his way to Toronto. Started, asking Dalek if he could just shoot around at the track, and of course they got their training camp going. And never hurts to have an extra body and maybe get a little good press to go along with it there for the Rock Boys as well.
It's going to be an incredible story if and hopefully when we do see him.
Maybe a practice roster spot to start things off. I don't see him making the Rock roster out of the chute here, and hopefully he can stick around for a little while and get better.
For sure. Big first step there. There's a big block. It was John Hofseth getting in front of that.
That's why Johnny Lacrosse likes playing offense.
Yikes. That's going to be a bit of a bruise. Adamson finds Brian Gillis with the quick stick from outside. High to high. Adamson finds Gillis.
This real release there from Gillis, another one of those guys along with Colton Dow, who we picked up to Langley coming out of the Burnaby Junior organization late in their careers for a push in the playoffs, and Gillis going on to have some good years in Coquitlam at the senior level. Team Ireland, of course, there for Gilly as well.
Big offensive first quarter compared to the last one that we saw.
Yeah.
Hayden Hardy comes up with the loose ball off the face-off there. Adamson settles in on the offense. Working the two-man game with Anthony Buono. He's got a goal so far this quarter. Mcintyre backing his man down. Works with Adamson. Over top to Gillis. Trying to find Adamson low. Pass ends up in the stick of Nico McNabb, the captain. And he pushes pace in the other direction.
Just a veteran of the XLL now, as McNabb been with us since day one.
And something that didn't really come out much in the summer league, but you saw it in that All-Star series against the New Westminster Salmon Bellies. Nico McNabb is a pest.
Yeah,
he gets under guys' skin.
Yeah, there's some unhappy bellies with Nico, who loved it, right? Like that. He had the old Cheshire cat grin after each game, knowing he did his job.
No kidding. And the rest is history of how that series went.
3-0 is how it went, Tino. Tell you.
Driving low on Lee Jackman for the Grey Wolves.
Check there.
Mcintyre comes up with the ball the other way with Morimatsu. Looking for a low shot, trying to go far side on Jackman.
Stop there for Jackman.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 5-3 currently for the Grey Wolves, who have come out flying. Big start for them when they need it. Morimatsu fakes the shot, gets over to Mcintyre. Back up top to Gillis, takes a shot. Big save and a big rebound there. Ends up in the Black Bears bench. Grey Wolves will keep the ball here.
What do you think Jackman's shampoo budget is for a year?
Great question. Maybe we can get a post-game interview.
Do you think he's like a 2-in-1 conditioner shampoo guy, or is he like, going to the salon every 3 months like some females to keep that follicles in order down? I think there's women out there that would kill for hair like Lee Jackman has.
Well, here's the next question. Do you think he's a Head & Shoulders guy? Is he a potential new candidate to be their spokesperson?
If he's not, he should be.
What a sponsor that would be to get.
Honestly, though, like that, it's not cheap shampoo and conditioner, man. Like that, and that's a lot of hair to keep clean on a daily and weekly basis.
Don't have to tell Lee Jackman that twice.
I haven't paid for a haircut since I was 17, Tino.
That's the insider information.
First time it did, never went back.
There's an outside shot over top. That one goes high and wide and back over center. That was Dylan Lacroix.
There you go.
The shot. Getting better with the pronunciation a little bit.
Been working on your French. I like it.
Slowly but surely. Looking to learn Italian this year.
We'll work on it. Very similar to Spanish.
Which I also don't know.
Wow. That's what I'm saying. You learn one, you can pretty much do them both. Timeout.
Timeout, Black Bears. 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We got a little distracted talking about shampoo. Talking about French language.
Yeah. Well, 17 first, guy bet me $50 that I wouldn't do it. Bicked my head bald. Actually found out I had a birthmark on the back of my head I never knew about.
Look at that.
Which was fun. And just never went back. Like I was like, I kind of like this, and just kept going.
There's something to be said for the confidence when you could own it, especially at that early of a stage, and just run with it.
Yeah, I mean, it was inevitable, Tino. It really was. So I saw the writing on the wall and just got progressive and proactive with it, essentially. And why fight it, really?
Yep. Too many guys.
Looking at you, Darren Fridge. I'm just kidding.
Let's see what the Black Bears draw up here in this.
I was just looking across there, another newcomer to the XLL. I thought I spotted him over there in one Clay Miller, who has joined the Grey Wolves and got his helmet off right now, off to the kind of side. He hasn't played lacrosse in a while, so I don't know if he's gassed or maybe he's pulled something over there in his first game back, but hope to see Clay Miller back out, and good guy. Senior A stuff there with Coquitlam, and pretty good disc golfer as well, Tino, which is another sport that I partake in when I have two healthy hips.
Very interesting. Disc golf. There he goes. Matt DeMonico gets a shot off as the buzzer goes here at the end of the first
maybe
quarter.
That's why he's got his helmet off. He realizing that he was probably not going to be on the 6-on-5 offensively there for the Grey Wolves to finish off the quarter, and goes with just getting in some hydration here after one quarter of play. 5-3.
5-3, the Grey Wolves lead this one. Don't go anywhere. BCSports.tv. Jake Ellie and Tino Farah will be right back in just under 3. All right, welcome back, lacrosse fans. We are coming at you live here from the Forum on Poirier. Tino Farah and Jake Elliott.
It's chilly in here, Tino.
It is chilly here. Gonna have to invest in some thicker socks, I think.
Yeah.
Methinks.
It all starts with the feet, man. That's where the heat escapes, Tino. Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse. We're underway here.
Second quarter action here. Grey Wolves currently leading the Black Bears 5-3.
That's a duck.
Good defensive stand there for the Grey Wolves.
He's looking for a penalty, but he ducked into that.
That was Kieran McKay with the stand. Black Bears come back the other way. This is Ryan McNabb with the ball currently. Getting hounded by McKay. McKay playing defense, goes on a bit of a breakaway of sorts, comes back to play some more defense.
It's tiring.
Yeah, no doubt. This is Matt Delmonico looking for a pick low, decides against it, trying to find a man low. I believe he was looking for Evan Lovestead.
Ouch.
There's another block. 3 seconds to go here in the shot clock. Dunk attempt by the Black Bears. That was Robert Hofseth.
That's good defense there from the Grey Wolves since we start a quarter.
Yeah, without a doubt, and they go back the other way. Thomas Jack with the ball now over to Mcintyre. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Takes a shot. There's a save there by Lee Jackman. Muramatsu finds the rebound, though.
Saw on your write-up, and I didn't realize calling the game a week ago, but not here tonight, obviously. Robert Church with 11 points.
Unbelievable.
In a losing effort, in on 11 of the 14 Grey Wolf goals.
Yeah, pretty impressive to say the least. Robert Church, however, no longer on the Grey Wolves roster as NLL training camps got going.
Yeah, you know
last
what?
Week.
Like, these guys probably a little bit worried, but I would think maybe there's going to be a guy or two that still wants to get in a run in the midweek, and we'll see him.
Yeah, without a doubt. Nico McNabb looking for a shot. That's a bit of a field goal, I would say. Not sure that's what he's looking for,
There's
however.
Clay Miller out there. We're going with the high socks this evening. Not my favorite look, Tino.
Make sure to put that one in the show notes.
Well, it's not as bad as white socks and black shoes, but it's up there.
The Cardinal sin. Couldn't agree more. But then what's your rule? As we get a goal from in-tight Cody Adamson, playing his second game of the night. That's his first goal of the game tonight, though, or in this one at least, I believe.
It is, yep. Had a good game in game number one. What's my cardinal rule on what?
Gray shoes. Then do you go black socks or white socks?
Oh, it's optional.
Like the socks in general are optional?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could do that too, but you're going gray. You could go black or white or gray.
Fair.
Or
Fair.
team color. It's gray is safe. Like you can. I need my girlfriend to back me up on this, but pretty sure.
Face-off win off the violation there for the Black Bears.
Tino, Port me bounce pass. You just missed it.
I don't think I'm legally allowed to use that
if
sentence.
I'm sitting beside you,
Oh, okay. It's
I
all
expect
fair game.
it. Yeah.
Good defensive clamp there for Dean Grimm on the Grey Wolves there to prevent a shot opportunity.
And if I'm not here, just reference me in some regard.
Of course, of course.
That's all I ask.
The Jake Elliott patented Port Moody bounce pass.
Perfect.
That's a mouthful.
Sometimes you can get it in the mouth off a Port Moody bounce pass. So.
9 seconds to go on the shot clock. Nicholas Fernandez with the ball, trying to get it cross floor to Spencer Stevens. Ends up behind the net in the stick of a Grey Wolf, trying to find Hayden Hardy on the breakaway pass. Ends up in the stick of Cody Adamson, however. Hardy gets the ball there, throws the one fake, tries to go back short side. Similar to how he scored his first goal.
Yeah.
Lee Jackman gets the better of that one. Ends up in the stick of Vinny Ricci with the fresh 30 for the Grey Wolves. Finds Chase McIntyre coming over top. Gets it back over to the other side. Back to Hayden Hardy with the outside shot. There's a goal in tight. Was that Hardy on his own rebound?
Yeah, it might have been Vincent Ricci one more time. Vinny on the spot, if you will, Tino, just finding a rebound on the top of the crease and pucks it home past Jackman.
Let's check the replay. Yeah, you're bang on. Vinny Ricci in tight off the rebound from the Hayden Hardy outside shot. One of his easier ones, but the Grey Wolves.
I got lucky there because I was completely guessing, Tino. I didn't expect you were going to run the replay on that.
Well, one of the features of having the broadcast quite literally right in front of me, I have the controls. You want a replay? Let me know. I got the button ready.
She asked for a raise.
Flip pass there by Ryan McNabb. The Blackbirds going back to work. Finds Spencer Stevens. Fakes the shot with a twister. What a shot by Spencer Stevens. Let's load that one up on the replay.
Yeah, that was nice, Tino, and nice little tuck and go, a little show and go there from Spencer Stevens. And then had his stick already across his body making that move and just corkscrews that one home into the top corner past McLucas, 7-4 now.
People don't understand how difficult that is on your body when you're running one direction, but you're leaning the other direction and getting a shot off with some oomph on the shot.
Try being a goaltender and trying to stop that.
No kidding. How do you even read that at that point?
You can't, and that's what makes the shot so effective.
Yeah, it's a tough one to get off.
I don't really know when the twister became en vogue and really became a staple of shooting in lacrosse. Like, guys seem to kind of perfect the shot. Like, I think of Cody Jamieson when I think of the twister, and he's probably the best at it from outside. But, you know, I remember guys like Jesse Phillips doing it back during my playing days from in tight, but nobody was really using it from the outside. But now, like, it's a weapon that guys are developing on a daily and yearly basis to their arsenal. It's like a pitcher adding a second pitch or a third pitch to his, you want the cutter, the splitter, the fastball, and a changeup. The more shots you have as a shooter, the more effective you're going to be. Stands to reason.
Without a doubt. And you can definitely tell when somebody in the offseason has been putting a lot of time and focus in that specific move. When you see them do it in one previous season and it looks awkward as ever, and they come back and the next season it looks lethal. Yeah, you're bang on that it's something that a lot of guys are working on more and more in the offseason.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like when we started seeing more and more guys do it. I just don't really know when that started. I want to say like 2005, maybe somewhere around in there. I'm just throwing a number out, but
those are ancient days at this point.
Well, it's like the swim move.
Yeah.
You know, that's something we never saw in the early days, and then just all of a sudden, I would credit Dan Dawson for the kind of the first time seeing it on a regular basis. He used to use it being a big, tall guy, and only tall guys would kind of do it, and then more guys started to try it, and now everybody's doing it.
We did see a dunk attempt there by Matt Delmonico. I said earlier in the game he doesn't really have a ton of inside opportunities here.
I didn't want to come at you on that, Tino, because
he's had a lot this game already.
Yeah, he'll play all over the place. He's not a phone booth kind of offensive player.
Without a doubt. He's certainly shutting me up early. That's for sure. But like I said,
don't do that, Tino. The people are expecting you to continue on here.
I do think, I've said it a couple times, I think Matt Delmonico is, like I said, sneaky one of the top outside shooters in this league as the Blackberries go back to work here on offense.
Just came to me, Tino. Thornhill is the name of that.
Thornhill. There you go. We were talking about disc golf in the internet.
I don't know why it just came to me. It just like I was like, bing, there it is. Thornhill. Yeah.
If any Maple Ridgians are looking for disc golf, Thornhill. Maybe you'll run into Jake Elliott.
No, probably. I'm Monday Park guy. Monday Park.
Morimatsu with the ball now on offense for the Grey Wolves. 13 seconds on the shot clock. 6:37 to go in the second quarter. Pinned behind the net right now is Morimatsu. Lee Jackman covers that one up. And looks for a breakout pass. Right into the stick of the newest member, as we mentioned before, Clay Miller.
Yeah, that's caused turnover there for Clayton.
Throw that one in the stats column.
Just hop the boards as well. Looking good.
Impressive. Brian Gillis gets it over to Adamson. Back over to Vinny Ricci. He's already got one.
There's something I don't think I ever did in my career, Tino. Hop the boards.
Hey, maybe with the new hip, though.
Yes.
Huh?
Masters season just around the corner. I could probably do it, but it would be once, and then that might be it.
Make sure we get that on the BCSports.tv broadcast.
Yeah.
Backhanded pass inside to Ricci. Gets the shot off. Lee Jackman goes low and gets that one in his chest. Gets it up to Ryan McNabb. Flawless breakout. Coaches are going to love that one. Gets it up to John Hofseth. Finds Fernandez. Big rebound.
All right. I'm talking about coaching earlier, and no structured practices or anything here in the XLL, but these guys, don't kid yourself. They do have set breakouts, power play plays, and and all the rest of it. They have some systems in place.
Without a doubt, and especially this team in the Black Bears. But you see it all over the league with the other teams. You see how many yellow helmets there are. A lot of these guys have played together in the
I think Nick
Adnax
Delmata, I think he's holding like weekly or daily Zoom calls with the Bears going over stuff.
I don't think we would be too surprised if that were the case. And we've called as well the Black Bears before. We've called them the team of brothers in the past as well because of how many combination of brothers there are on this team.
And that was by design. That's
for sure
something we considered when putting the teams together.
We're looking at the Hofsets. We're looking at the McNabs, the Delmonicos.
Oh, Gagne with a short call there. And Stroop a little up in arms over it, but delay a game. Kicking the ball away there.
Connor Stroop not too happy about that one.
If we mentioned the officials here tonight, or not, TF. Matt Grabinski, Keith Gagne, your two officials.
As we see the first power play of the game. Grey Wolves going to work here. McIntyre trying to find Ricci. Loud slash there. You heard that one go off the helmet.
Just a brush.
Thomas Jett gets a shot off. Black Bears trying to find a breakout pass. Ends up back in the stick, however, of Jett. Getting their power play. Going back to work here. This is Brian Gillis, but a big block. I believe that was Ryan McNabb, who chases that one down himself.
Oh, go.
Meets McLucas out of the crease in the corner.
Had his haggis for dinner.
Had his haggis. We will solve this mystery. Jack gets it over to Gillis. Back to Jack. Goes down low to Adamson. Quick stick. High to low. Lee Jackman gets that one, though. Trying to find Ryan McNabb. Tough one there for McNabb to handle. He's got Gillis and Adamson all over him, and the Grey Wolves come back up with the ball. The Grey Wolves have looked good in this one.
They're in it.
But so far, the Grey Wolves' downfall has been the second half. So, big start to this game.
Well, the other thing is, I'm not saying it is and not saying it's not, but I think for the most part they have been starting Humphrey and finishing with McLucas. Trying to flip the script here tonight as Humphrey will come in at halftime.
For sure. As I imagine we will see Kyle Mooney come in for the Grey Wolves.
Mooney's been good too.
He's been good. He's been great. And we'll see if he can maintain what Alan McLucas has been able to establish here when Mooney does come in the second half. There's a big leg save, right leg save by McLucas. Good forecheck. John Hofseth picking off the pass from Ricci.
It's got to be 8-7.
Got to get it over.
Man, oh man.
John Hofseth can't believe.
Value the ball there. Like, what was that?
Just under 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Grey Wolves currently leading the Black Bears 7-4. This is Morimatsu with the ball now. Gets it over to Gillis. Back over to McIntyre. Looking for a lane to cut through. Decides against it.
He got stood up there by Nole.
Yeah. There's that. You know, like when you're going up against a guy like Mitch Nole, he doesn't necessarily look like the thickest guy.
Yeah, he's not imposing, but it's there.
Yeah, without a doubt it's there. And you just saw it right there. Like we were saying
I almost felt it.
We were talking about the athletic ability earlier and the size of. There's a backhanded shot for Robert Hofseth this time. We're talking about the athletic ability of Chase McIntyre and his size and skill and speed all combined. Goes up against Nole and gets, like you said, stood up. Has to go back around. There's an outside shot by Morimatsu. Jackman gets the better of that one. Swallows up the rebound as well and finds that breakout pass. Another flawless breakout.
That was not the cleanest of passes there from Jackman. I mean, it got the job done.
Matt Delmonico with it now. Under a minute to go now in the second quarter. Matt Delmonico trying to find a lane to get his hands free. Gets it down low to Fernandez. Bit of a no-looker pass. Grey Wolves come up with the loose ball.
Shot clock, game clock dead even here, so not going to need
here
it.
for McIntyre. Dunks over top, but that one hits the post, it looked like. Thought that one went out of play, but
I think Jackman got a shoulder on it.
Not too bad. Matt Delmonico with a lane. Partial 2-on-1. Gets a shot off. That one hits the post and ends up in the stick of Cole Ishikawa, who puts it in the yawning cage just before the quarter expires to get the Black Bears back within 2.
The sniper, Cole Ishikawa.
Probably one of the easier ones that he'll take.
All right, well, I think since we got 5 minutes here, McLucas's night is done. I'm going to wander across the floor here, Tino. Look for me on camera, okay? And I'm going to go talk to McLucas here. We'll be back in 5.
All right, lacrosse fans, welcome back. XLL action, game 2 of the night in this Winter League game, week 6, between the Grey Wolves and the Black Bears. The Grey Wolves currently leading this one 7-5 heading into this third quarter. As we do see the goalie switch. Kyle Mooney in net for the Grey Wolves going up against his former team. And Brandon Humphrey on the other side. Tino Farah and Jake Elliott with you. And Jake.
Did you see me on camera? I was out there.
I think we saw you.
Okay.
The mystery's been solved.
Well, the Wessel, let's play some lacrosse. Yes, Mr. McLucas is, in fact, Scottish. He's already been in contact with Mikey Simpson and Bobby Hayes. So, there you go. He's on his way.
Mystery is solved. The next mystery, now that we need to solve in terms of goalies, is Lee Jackman's shampoo of choice.
Yeah, okay. I was over there. I probably should have just.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll let it slide this time.
Yeah, well, you got a week to build the suspense.
There you go. Muramatsu gets a shot off. That's Brandon Humphrey's first save of the night.
Well, we'll see now with the Grey Wolves and going up against Brandon Humphrey with a 2-goal lead here in the second half. I think they're going to have to work for their markers a little bit harder here, and then we'll see if the defense can step up for Cal Mooney as well.
This is Mitch Nole with the ball. Gets it over to the other side with Liam Smith. Working on Brandon Fitzgerald playing his second game of the night. Liam Smith might have taken a bit of a shot there. He looks a little bit shaken up trying to adjust his cage.
White Sox gray shoes, Tino.
There you go.
I've been told.
Oh, there's a quick goal in transition. Might have caught Humphrey a little off guard. That was Brandon Fitzgerald.
Definitely caught Humphrey off guard there. You don't expect that from the big fella. Nice little rip on the run. Sidearm through the 5-hole, and it's a big goal there for the Wolves, Tino, to start this quarter out. Give themselves some positive thoughts and extend the lead to 3 and plant that seed of belief that they need here to get over the hump.
For sure. And that was a big defensive stand there for Fitzgerald. Goes the other way on offense, gets a sneaky shot off. Yeah, like you said, big start for the confidence for the Grey Wolves.
It's a good thing about belief. You can grow it any time of the year, too. Winter, spring, fall. Just plant the seed.
Grey Wolves are, like we said before, looking for their first win of the season, currently sitting at 0-5. The only team left in the league that does not have a win yet. Black Bears working the ball back and forth well. Hayden Hardy going to start the breakout here for the Wolves.
So I did confirm at halftime with referee in charge, crew chief there, Keith Gagne, that we will, in fact, on the back half of the season here, start going with penalty shots for too many men calls. So this is going to be something that is happening starting next week in the XLL.
Keep an eye out for that, folks.
Just too many men calls, and that penalty has been, there goes Nole. And this is what impresses me here with Nole.
Get the shot. There's a big save by Mooney, far side.
That's far and away been the most called penalty in the XLL, and I think we just have another one right there. On point, Tino.
So starting next week, we would now be seeing.
Yeah, I'm tempted just to do it right.
Keith Gagne, thinking about it, decides to go with the penalty instead.
he is thinking about it. We better start that next week. That's something you can't really implement that.
Got to get that in writing first.
Middle of game, yeah. People need to know what's going on.
Clay Miller going to serve this one for the Grey Wolves as we're going to see the Black Bears' first.
Hey, rookie. You're serving the bench minor.
Welcome to the league. As the Black Bears get their first power play of the night. Delmonico. There's a cross-feed pass.
Good stop.
Good stop by Kyle Mooney. That was Evan Lovestead with the shot. Hofseth up top. Fakes the pass. Gets the shot off. Another save by Mooney. Ends up in the stick of Matt Delmonico. John Hofseth to Colton Dow. Gets the shot off. Another save by Mooney. Big stand here on the penalty kill.
The most awkward release in the game.
I was going to say, I heard that on the broadcast last week.
Oh, hey.
Colton Dow and Hayden Hardy battling. They're going to keep going at it a little bit, it looks like. Tempers flaring up here as they go their separate ways.
Could be a penalty, just minor interference call. Nice. Oh.
Good hustle there by Hardy to get back. Not sure if that hit the post or if Mooney got a piece of that, but either way, the score stays 8-5, and the Black Bears remain on the power play. Okay. That's John Hofseth with the shot. Ends up in the stick of Anthony Buono. Looking for a lane to get through 3 guys.
Yeah, that's not a lane there, Anthony.
Look at that forecheck by the Black Bears. Colton Dow takes a shot. There's another save by Mooney. By far their best penalty killer so far. 45 seconds to go on the too many men penalty being served by Clay Miller.
This would be a really big kill here for the Wolves, too.
Without a doubt. Add to that confidence that they're looking for. There's a block off the Morimatsu shot.
That's not the shot you're looking for there for Toro with 15 on the shot clock and no support.
Looking for a shot through, and there it goes on the power play for Liam Smith.
That's what happens.
Bit of a sleeper as we'll see on the replay there. He takes the monkey off of his back. Looks like that was one that sort of caught Mooney off guard a little bit. Wasn't totally sure when he was going to get that shot off, but he does get it off going over the right shoulder of Kyle Mooney. We got ourselves another 2-goal game. 8-6, 9:30 to go in the third quarter. Nico McNabb gets the face-off, gets the ball to Ryan McNabb, who eventually gets it up to Mitch Nole.
Who plays with a deep pocket in that stick of his, by the way. Fishnet-esque to it. There you go.
Mooney caught that one with his hand, gets it up to Fitzgerald. He's got Gillis with him if he wants it. Fitzgerald takes the shot, feeling confident about his shot.
Yeah.
Looking pretty identical to that first one, just from a different spot. Gets it up to Liam Smith. Working around Fitzgerald. Fernandez over to Delmonico. Matt Delmonico, that is. To John Hofseth. Looking back for Evan Lufstead. That's the thing with when you're calling the Black Bears' games is you got to be really, you got to say the first name of half of these guys.
It's funny how that works. How some guys you just go with last names, other guys you got to go with full names. I have no idea why that is with certain names where you just do it, but you're right.
Mcintyre with it now, sizing up his man. 15 to go on the shot clock. That's Gillis getting a shot off, trying to go 5-hole on Humphrey. Pokes it in, but the ref says no way. That was Thomas Jack trying to.
That is something you can do, reach into the crease and put it into the goal, but you have to have it in your pocket. Show control of the ball, even if your stick is inside the cylinder.
Right call there by Keith Gagne, standing right on the crease. Matt Delmonico, there's that shot. Gets it from the outside. Mooney says no. Gets that in his core area, we'll call it.
I don't know why Mooney's going with the sidearm bounce pass outlet passes here. I don't like it.
Anthony Bono gets a shot off. Easy save there by Humphrey. Humphrey playing with the shortest goalie stick in the league, but it makes for some incredible breakout passes.
Tallest goaltender, too.
No doubt. Got to be some back problems there, I have to imagine.
There's another guy that I think is going to get a look. I think he's had a little cup of coffee with the Mammoth a few years ago, but I think his game has developed since that time. He's become a better goaltender, and now playing with the small field stick is only going to help Humphreys' case to get a look at the next level as well.
We saw 3 shot attempt there by the Black Bears, looking for a rebound, and every one missed the net.
Here's a guy that's not going to get a look at the next level, Tino. I think I think he knows it as well, in Julian Kolb, who is actually the Western scout for the Albany Firewolves. His NLL playing days window is long closed. Boarded up, nailed shut, forget it. Sorry, Julian.
Crushed his dreams there on the broadcast.
Well, why not?
Swim move attempt there by Thomas Jack. Get a shot off, but back in call there against the Black Bears. Chase McIntyre starts with the ball. Working the 2-man game with Adamson. Gets it over to the lefties. McIntyre with it again. Going up against Ryan McNabb, trying to find a lane.
Match.
There's a shot from the outside, and that one goes far side.
Jack.
Thomas Jack. As we take a look at the replay on that one.
I thought McIntyre probably should have taken McNabb to the rack with that mismatch that he had, but a little drive and a little dish. And Thomas Jack.
A lot of size on that line between McIntyre and Jack, and it helps the Grey Wolves regain the 3-goal lead, 9-6 with 5:40 to go here in the third quarter.
No lead is safe in the XLL, however.
No doubt about that. We've seen multiple comebacks. The Grey Wolves have been a part of them on the losing side, unfortunately for them. But
it makes you think maybe they should be playing from behind and have a comeback of their own. But always better to be in the lead.
Without a doubt. And I think we're seeing that confidence that you talked about from the start. As Morimatsu gets a shot off, saved by the mask of Humphrey. But we're seeing that confidence that you talked about early in this quarter of getting their offense going on Humphrey.
It's something they have to be wary about here as well. I don't know if they have the luxury or not, the Grey Wolves, but here in the third quarter, as Gillis snipes, the luxury and the awareness to be going lefty strong here in the third quarter with the long change so they don't get caught in transition. You want that third guy high bench side so he can get back to his bench, get defense out, shut down transition.
Without a doubt. I think Gillis was the high guy there. Finds a way to get a shot.
He was a late man coming on. McIntyre, that was only because they had one lefty on, and McIntyre recognized it and made the change to get a second lefty out, who just happened to be Gillis, who stepped into a nice heater.
Smart lacrosse IQ there to find that floater.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Well, yeah, I mean, the people know that already. The people know that. Matt Delmonico now with the Black Bears trying to get their offense going again.
Could have some new viewers, Tino. You don't know.
That is right. If you are a new viewer watching on BC Sports TV, Tino Farah and Jake Elliott here with you. Welcome, welcome. Week 6 XLL Winter season action. Chase McIntyre finds a lane, trying to go over top of.
That looked in.
That looked in from my angle too.
Gagne right there, however. Ooh, Stroop just got filled in.
That was Gillis, the goal scorer, throwing the body around. But the Black Bears come up with the ball in transition. This is Evan Lovestead now. Getting low, looking for a shot over top of a few bodies. Working with Nicholas Fernandez. But the Grey Wolves come up with the ball. Clay Miller now with it. Gets it over to Adamson. Thinking about driving. There's a sneaky backhand off the outside of the post. Humphrey maybe got caught cheating a little bit, but thanks his lucky post there. Black Bears go the other way. Spencer Stevens over to Colton Dow.
Yikes.
There's a high rebound.
You don't see that very often. Guy throws a pass off a helmet off the other side of the floor. Hit the replay on this, please. Throws a pass, hits a teammate in the head, across the floor, ball comes all the way back to him off the ricochet, and guess who ends up scoring the goal? Same guy.
Not too bad. I don't actually have a number 2 on black on my score sheet.
Is that not Lovestead? I thought we had, maybe I'm wrong.
I have Nick Delmonico written down without a number, so I got to assume that's him.
Okay, I'll go with it.
All right, Nick Delmonico. What a play.
Play of the week so far.
Back to a 3-goal game now. The Grey Wolves on top, 10-7, with 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Black Bears get the ball off the ensuing face-off.
Late goals have been an issue here for the Grey Wolves in quarters and halves. Let's see if they can finish this thing off here, this 2 minutes, and keep this 3-goal lead, or maybe even add to it.
Without a doubt. And I think we're, just like we saw the confidence get built at the start of this quarter, I think a big stand here at the end of this quarter would be equally as confidence building. They're struggling to hang on to this one there.
That won't help.
Coming back the other way for the Black Bears is Daniel Delmonico. Gets over to Mitch Nolay.
That thing was labeled.
Just over the right shoulder of Mooney. Dean Grimm comes back the other way, gets a shot off.
Thought maybe we had another too many men call coming there, but Gagne right on it, counting.
Playing some back and forth transition lacrosse.
He used his fingers to do it, Tino, but
trying to find Colton Dow in tight. That one ends up in the stick of Kyle Mooney, who finds Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald's been a transition beast so far in this game.
Deceptively quick.
Getting a shot off. Humphrey gets that one in his stick. And there's that big breakout pass with the short stick of Humphrey that we've seen. Colton Dow goes to Nick Delmonico. No, rather Nico.
Yeah, you got a Nick in there somewhere. There goes the perfect broadcast.
There it is. Ryan McNabb. God, so many So many brothers on this team. I'm getting so many names mixed up. God, it's exhausting. Mental workout. But the Grey Wolves go back. 10 seconds of the shot clock. Under 30 seconds to go here in the corner. McIntyre tries to go over top of Humphrey, who does corral the ball.
There she called timeout here.
Nico McNabb with it now.
They should call timeout here, but did not.
10 seconds to go. John Hofseth with it now.
This is
Doesn't sound like a timeout's coming.
Listen, they had the ball with 19 seconds to go in their own zone. Instead, they don't call timeout. They get a slow line change. Goalie never comes to the bench. And wasted final possession of quarter 3.
We'll see if that comes back to bite the Black Bears coming into the fourth quarter. The Grey Wolves.
It's going to hurt the coaching of the year candidate right there for Nick Delmontcombe.
For sure. Not a lot that's going to hurt the resume so far in this season, but that one, chalk that one up in the minus category. 3-goal lead here for the Grey Wolves, 10-7, heading into the fourth quarter. Tino Farah and Jake Elliott here on BCSports.tv. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 2:35. All right, lacrosse fans, welcome back. Heading into the fourth quarter here in this nail-biter of sorts between the Grey Wolves and the Black Bears. Tino Farah and Jake Elliott here.
Blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse.
The Grey Wolves currently leading this one 10-7, and they win the face-off to start this one off. Kieran McKay with the ball. Gets it over to Morumatsu, who's played well in his second game of the night. Doesn't look fatigued at all. Gillis looking for a lane. Swing pass over to Adamson. Goes low to high. Humphrey with his first save of the quarter, but the Grey Wolves come back with it. Thomas Jack